Let's discuss Beyond the Veil Season 2. Beyond the Veil is currently streaming on Prime Video, and this series is directed by Nadine Ibrahim. So, the synopsis Beyond the Veil tells the story of five Northern Nigerian women as they navigate career, friendships, and romance in this whirlwind drama. Their intertwining narrative reflects the themes of resilience, self discovery, and the complexities of modern life in Northern Nigeria. Beyond the Veil is one series that I think it was one of my favorite series from 2024. That is 2023. That is the season one, and I look forward to seeing it on AMVC and all of that, like nomination and all of that. But we did not get to see it. I don't know why. Probably maybe the producers not submitted for AMVC because Beyond the Veil is that good. So let us just discuss their performances for season two. And to start the conversation, I'll start with Norah Ego. Norah Ego played Baddriyah. And Norah Ego is like, I think she's a phenomenal actress. I'm seeing her for the first time on Beyond the Veil. I love the fact that Beyond the Veil is a good series that has actually sell a good number of good actors and actresses to us because to me, I don't really know most of these faces before seeing Beyond the Veil. But seeing them on Beyond the Veil, I promise you that I am really looking forward to most of these actors and actresses in more films they tend to feature in because they really put out good work and Norah Ego performance is just so good. So Norah Ego played the role Baddriyah, and Baddriyah is this lady who is being abused by her husband Sadiq, and I love the fact that she was able to interpret that role, give life to that role, and that character was a very interesting character in this series. I love the fact that she was able to come to get her voice back the way she have always had it in season one, and she did not really suppress herself into this abuse all season or all year. She was able to come out. So I think that's for the story part. But her performance, it was phenomenal. I love it. So next on my list is Jemima Osunde, and she played Neima. Neima here is that character who is struggling with recovering. She's recovering for a very fatal, traumatic event in her life, and away from her being on that recovery journey, she's also struggling with substance abuse, which she kind of find as a way of fighting this trauma she's struggling with. Well, I think at the end of the season, we kind of see that very that strong Naima who is running things. We get to see that part, and it's interesting. Jemima Osunde did a great job. Yeah, I won't lie. I find myself not wanting to do this review because of I so much have a lot of good to say about the series, and it just feel like probably I'm just here to come and hype this series. I enjoyed it that much. If I omit a lot of things that you guys think are not good, or you think they should have done better, I would love to hear you. I would love to see your comments on my comment section, please. So the next on my list is Zizi Zainab, and it was played by Ame Ayejina. I've not seen this lady in any series or any movie before now. Beyond the Veil is my very first one seeing her, and she did a great job here. I won't lie to you. Hanifa was played by Maryam Booth, and one thing you all should know about Maryam Booth is that she's a good actress. I have seen her before on The Milkmaid Daughter or something. The Milkmaid, I think that's the title of the film. It's also on Prime Video, and her performance there, I just knew this lady is good. The next on my list is Baba-Ahmed, and she's Honorable Jemima, and we all know now she did great. I just love the fact that I'm just saying they did great, but that is how I just enjoyed it. That is how I felt. So let me talk about Surya. I think Surya's performance, and Surya was played by Abiba Tanko Sok. And one thing I can tell you guys about this actress is that she seemed to be one of my most outstanding characters or actors on this series because tell me who do not hate this character Surya, and for this actress to have been able to pull out this role so well that we all hate to see her on screen, I think it's good. Or if you had to just like kind of eliminate one person between the Surya character and Sadiq, who do you think is like the bigger evil? Who do you think is the bigger evil? I don't know. I find it very hard to pick. So let's move on to Sadiq. Sadiq also did great job because he's that villain we all hate, and it's just so good to see that because if for us to be able to have that hatred for him. That tells how much of the good work he has done. Then we have Matthew, played by Van Ologu. And I've seen this guy before in this Showmax series that came on. I can't remember the name of the series, but I've seen him in a Showmax series before, and he's a phenomenal actor. Yeah, that is that. Then Temitope. So let me discuss Miriam, the Miriam character, and the Bilqis character. Temitope Olowoniyan. Olowoniyan was not the one who acted Bilqis for season one. She was changed, or they replaced that person, and she did a good job. She did a good job. That's what I would say. Likewise, the Miriam. I really love this Miriam, the person who acted this Miriam character. She did great. I don't know what's her name. Let me try to find out. I can't get that now. But I think she also it's Ijakbari Ben Ikiri, and she did good. Like her performance was good. She was like I just really love how we can get to see that this lady is suffering from this Kazim situation, not really coming for her. How Kazim tend to neglect her. You understand? And we all see that. We could all see that, yes, she is ready to connect and get to know Kazim, and she's ready. She has like a lot of love in her heart to pour out to Kazim, but Kazim is not ready. Like that's at the beginning of the season, then how things played out. So this is all I'm discussing for the cast and their performances. So let me talk about the gold. For this series, I can tell you for a fact that I find it for this series. I can tell you for a fact that I find it hard to pick out bad things, to pick out things I feel like did not really work out. So this does not include the bad. If you have a lot of bad or some bad things or things you see like we are not properly done, I'd love to know in the comment section, because as at now, as at when I'm recording this video, I haven't figured out that yet. So the very first is how the story includes a good representation of Northern Nigeria. Like when it comes to movies we've been seeing on streaming platforms in cinemas for a while now, we've not really seen so much stories like this. Yes, I know they are, but they are not so much, because I know people make mention to like the plan, the caliphate, like all of that. But I think this Beyond the Veil is a very inclusive one. It's not just on the surface. I think most we've seen in the past is it just have that setting. They just have that costume. It not really tell their story in depth. I think this one tell their story in depth. It's not just about the costume. It's not just about the setting. It's not just about the names that are given to this person and the language that make it up as like, okay, this is an authentic story. How deep do they really go into the life or tell what's the struggle of these northern women in a modern society seem to be? So for this Beyond the Veil, I think they like we saw depth into it, and I really love the fact that we were able to see through the northern culture, the Hausa culture through this movie at a certain level, and I really love that for it. Then the costume, the setting. Like these people, you should know that they are very intentional with this film or with this series. I mean, they are very intentional. You could see how they were able to bring. I think the costume is just so good. I really love everything I saw on them, and it's just so beautiful to watch. The settings to every like the settings, they are that good. I think I'm doing so much of hype, and most time I tend not to review some films that I just really enjoy, because I feel like it's just as if I'm just hyping this movie or this series rather than doing a proper review. It is that good. I really enjoyed it. Should there be a season three? I think yes, there should be a season three, because they there is a lot for them too. I really love how it ended, because I know like I love it too, because I really want to hope that we are seeing Hanipa Hanipa as Amado we call it for season three. I hope, because with the way they make it seem as if she is dead, but I know she's not dead. While I was watching, I was like, God forbid, God forbid. I know she's not dead. I know I'm looking forward to seeing Hanipa in season three. Then I know there's a lot for them to kick like to start up. I really love that my the love story I really look forward to seem they like there's still a chance with it. I like watching episode one to three. I was like, I'm really rooting for Kazim and for Kazim and Zizi to come back together. They should be back together, because that is that like I really root for them. But I think towards the last two episode, I was already giving up. Like, okay, Let us just move on. It seems as though we are not going to get the Kazim and Zizi love situation, because this Tariq and Zizi situation is looking like something is happening. And Zizi and I say Zizi, Kazim and Miriam are also trying to know themselves. I'm like, okay, I think I'm giving up. But when I saw that message, like that last scene, I'm like, wow, this is what I wanted. This is what I look forward to. And let us just look forward to. I hope they should. I just hope they bring a season 3. But season 2 is that good. I will not want to rate it because I know like it's just that good. So this is all I'm discussing for Beyond the Veil season 2. Bye.